Welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. And we made quite a bit of progress in the last episodes. I've found a bunch of runes already, found out some mantras as well. But there still is a lot of stuff to find before we actually get into dungeons. For example, today in this episode, I would like to go back to two towns that I've been to before. Skara Brae and Minnoch. I don't want to go back to Yellum because we can't get to the companion that could join us there, Joffrey, because we need a key, which I think is supposed to be a lockpick, if I remember correctly. And those you can only get in two locations. I looked this up, which is Buccaneer's Den, the pirate town, and we need a ship to get there, which is another thing we want to get, and I hope I'll run into a ship at some point. And Vesper. And Vesper and Pause are two towns that don't have moongates and are a bit off the beaten path, so I will try to get them to them, or at least one of them, in the next episode. So we'll go on a little adventure there, and if things do go wrong, well, you know, I can still reload my save unless I save during, like, in the middle of the journey, which I will try to avoid. So, first, I wanted to go real quick and check with Lord British whether I leveled up, because by finding runes, and I also did some fighting, I have earned some XP. My main character, let's look, has got 1,252, which is not going to be enough to level up because I need 1,600 XP points to level up. But maybe one of my companions can level up, we'll see. And after that, we'll go and head for Skara Brae. So let's talk to, yes, Dupre is level 4. I don't need healing. So I am gonna leave again right away. And I really, really can't wait to get those lockpicks, because I want to add another companion soon. There are a few more we can add, and there are some other doors that we could use those things on. So regarding those travels I'm going to do to the distant towns, I saw on the map that there are some mountain ranges, and I do remember that I think you can use the blink spell to cross those mountain ranges sometimes. I will need to look at the spell book, you know, that came with the game, and see, I need to get the regions for that. And but I'll do that in preparation for the first bigger journey I'm going to do. So let us go to Skara Brae. And let's look at our Moongate chart. And it's always a good idea to go forth and back. And Skara Brae, we can get there from Yellum. And to get to Yellum, we have to go to Moonglow, which means we have to go from Britain to Trinsic to Moonglow, and then back to, and then from Moonglow, we can go to Yellum, and from there to Skara Brae. So we're just going to do a little stop at Yellum. And also, as you can see, there is another destination, the Blackstone, which I don't know if we can get through. We can try this. I can save my game right before, and if it doesn't work, you know, I can reload my save. I don't remember what the Blackstone did, but we can check it out while we're at the Moonglow Moongate. So I will go to Trinsic first by going through the Moongate on the third one, and then on through the second one at the Trinsic Moongate. All right, so let's go. I'm sure I'll be attacked by, yeah, those will attack me, but it's not too many of them. And this always reminds me, you know, because sometimes it can be annoying if you have like a lot of repetitive battles going on. And there are certainly games where it kind of gets overwhelming, where it's just too much. I remember like playing Final Fantasy VII, and sometimes it felt like you took 2 steps on the open world map and then you would run into another group of enemies. And it's a little bit like this in here, but it always brings me back to something that a World of Warcraft game master once told me. It's an obvious thing, but I remember that... let me open the chest, hold on. I remember that I was doing a quest in World of Warcraft, and... Oh, I'm on the wrong end, sorry. I did a quest in World of Warcraft, and then something was wrong with it. Like some event didn't trigger or something. And I called the assistance of a game master to help me with that, with that event triggering it. And he tried to help me, and I had moved a little bit, so I had to get back to the place where the event started. And it was kind of annoying because all the enemies had respawned, and he went like, hey, I'm sorry, but keep in mind, it's all XP, right? And it's a pretty obvious thing to say that because, of course, yes, we get XP, but I don't really mind too many of those battles. The only time I mind is if I really want to get somewhere quick because I had like a revelation or something, like, okay, I need to get there because I want to try this out, and then I'm being bogged down by too many enemies, but usually I don't really mind. So let's wait for our Moongate, let's pass some time. I should also pick up some food again soon. So yeah, we're waiting, and there's an arc. So 1, come on, 2, don't attack me, arc. 3, yes, we tricked him. So much for I don't mind the battles. So that's the trap. Okay, now we need to step through the second phase when this Moongate reappears, and we'll be in Moonglow. And then we do a little experiment. Always hoping for a pirate ship to come by while I'm near the coast. And I saw one before. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna save the game now, and I am gonna step through the first phase of this Moongate because we're Moonglow, and let's see what it gets us, and hopefully I will have a way to get back again because I don't remember how to get back from there. And so let us pass the time, and as soon as the gate pops up, I'll jump in there. Hopefully I can get back here and then continue my journey to Skara. Okay, that worked really well. As you can see, we're back at the same spot. So I guess it has to do with the fact that it has to do with the moons. I think you have to have a certain condition fulfilled to actually be able to step through it. But that's fine. I mean, it's not, I mean, of course you also have to wait for the right phase, but there surely must be another condition I have to fulfill to do that. So once again, we are at Moonglow, we want to get to Yellum, so it's the third phase. And I'm sure some of you already memorized the chart or kind of like rattle down the correct route, like, yeah, third phase in Britain, second phase intrinsic, third phase in whatever. I sometimes find it hard to keep all that in mind. It used to be easier for me, but I guess like with all the stuff that's going on at work sometimes, during the weekend my brain is kind of fried from keeping track of so much stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go to Yellum, and it's just gonna be some Moongate hopping, and then we will be at Skara Brae. And once again, get some money, so I should pick up some food there. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're in Yellum. There's not much we can do here because we still need to picklock. So it is Yellum. First phase of the gate. And there it was. Right away. Nice. So now we're in Skara. I used to really like Skara in Ultima Online. It was one of my favorite hangouts. It was really convenient. The Moongate was really close to the town, and it kind of fit with all the forests surrounding it. And it would be really easy to get from like a collection of trees to the archer shop, because once again I was playing an archer. So yeah, let us save the game. Let us enter the town. And let us ask around. So I don't remember much about this. This is where Shamino joined us. So let's talk. You meet a wise mage. His name is Carlisle. Once again, one of those very RPG names, but I talked about that before. I write magic. Just to believe in magic. Yes, I do. Magic must sleep by what? Yes, I do remember that conversation. Gallant fighter. His name is Wait. Job. A quest. Many quests are very dangerous. Out of fearless in all things. No. I learned that I shouldn't say that. Rune. Shrine. Mantra. We're just gonna take some shots in the dark here. So he can't help us right now. Talk to a bard. Name, Dickens, job, stories. Stories are good for the spirit, so let's ask about the spirit. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of others. Are thou good in nature? I think yes, I am. Be sure thy net good will exceed thy net evil. We had that conversation as well. So let's ask about mine, a shrine, mantra, and rune. But nope. So let us try something else, because they're standing around this Ankh, and maybe I can interact with it some way. So let's try. Oh, yeah. Why not talk to an Ankh? I am the Ankh of spirituality. I can't type in a word that long. Rune, mantra. Okay, so let's go back. Spirituality. So let's see. Okay. What can the thing tell us? I still need the mantra. I don't have the mantra. Oops. Let's try again. Spirit. Virtue. Mantra. Rune. Yeah, and it keeps asking me for the mantra, which I do not have yet. So I'll figure that out. I don't know when I'll figure it out, because I think this is all related to Castle Britain, and I looked at my notes. I don't have that mantra yet for spirituality, because let's see, spirituality, we have the rune was at Castle Britain. To raise it, we have to talk to Hawkwind, and the shrine is close to the Midnight Moongate. Okay, but there's more to explore here, so let us go here and also try to keep an eye out for hidden doors in the walls. I'm so proud that I learned that ability to recognize walls. That's very impressive. So yeah, nothing here, I think. So let's talk and maybe stay at the inn. Are you in need of lodging? Unfortunately, I have but only a very small room with one bed. Worse yet, it is haunted. If you do wish to stay, it costs 5 GP. That's really cheap. So yes, I guess it's not going to be a very comfortable stay. So let's do that. I did save the game not too long ago, so if whatever comes out here, yeah, Oh, and don't mind the strange noises, it's only rats. That's very, very reassuring. Okay, nothing happened. But at least I'm cured. So we need the mantra of spirituality in order to talk to the Aang. And hopefully there will be more conversation options once I do. So what's your job? Carry the light. It's another one with talking about light. I don't know. No. Philosophy probably won't fit. Oh, it does. In philosophical minds, the familiar excites wonder. Does that always treat the right path? No. You're supposed to be humble, right? Few can, but strive to do so. Okay. Let's get some food. Trust in some rations. Yes. 25 for only. So let us get 10 packs. Sets us back 82. But that's it. Is there anything else we can explore around here? Is there? Oh, there's another character. And there's another store as well. Ah, it's the healer. So let's talk. I'm Buddha. Okay, that's a weird crossover here. So what's your job? I teach. When one has pity on all living creatures, then is one noble. Yeah, we've already been told not to attack like peaceful animals and stuff. I don't know, let's try more noble. If one speaks or acts with pure thought, happiness will follow like a shadow that never leaves. Pity? Nope. Shrine. Mantra? No. Spirit, maybe. Okay, so those were 2 lessons, and it's... I find it interesting how Richard Garriott put in so many different like little clues or little innuendos at different world religions. And in an interview he said that the term avatar, which we know of course from the James Cameron movies, but also it's a not uncommon word for in-game characters, because, you know, these characters are our avatars. He got that from Indian mythology, and I do think that he seems to be pretty sure that he kind of put that word into the whole gaming scene. That we use that word in gaming because of him, and that's highly possible. I mean, you know, look at the time frame and when this came out. So, let's talk to the healer. Are they in need of help? No. Are they willing to give 100 points of their blood to aid others? Yes, because that's one other way to raise at least one of my virtues. So we lost a few HP, and we can easily make up for that by staying at the inn again. I'm a teacher. I teach of the abyss. Know you of the abyss? Nope. Learn. Okay, so let's ask him again. Teach of the abyss. Do you know of the abyss? Yes. A word of passage is needed at the last gate. Okay, that's very helpful. Seek their device, and pause for more on the word. So that's another reason why we need to go to pause then. We need to go there anyway, but I want to get to Vesper first to get some keys. Let's ask about pause. Nope. Okay, guess he doesn't have much more to say. Let me sleep at the inn again. And here's another thing which I learned. Let's stay there again. Hope we won't get attacked. Which I learned later on, because I, for some reason, always liked the name of the town, Skara Brae. And then eventually found out, either by reading one of those books in Ultima, or whether it was because I run across it by accident. There is actually a town, a real life town called Skara Brae, And if I remember correctly, it's like some World Heritage thing. It's an ancient settlement that they found, that archaeologists found. And it's supposed to be, I think it's like, I have to look this up after this recording. I think it was very, very well kept. You know, when I dug it out, that, you know, you could tell a lot of things that, how people lived back then. And, you know, Richard Garriott using that name in the games, he used it in many games. It was up there until Ultima Online and Ultima 9. Opens the door of the imagination a little bit, because what if he's implying that maybe Sosaria or Britannia actually is Earth in some ancient days? And that maybe those moon gates are not like changing our location, but maybe, oops, I left the town. Maybe they're changing the time period we're in. Maybe that's possible. I don't know. And here's another place that, oh, herbs, okay. Now hear me out. The reason why I think that more people to talk to, I'll do that in a minute, is because there was another game that I like to play, and I have only very dim memories of that. And that is a game called Rings of Medusa that came out in the, I think, late 80s, mid to late 80s. It was a game, if I remember correctly, very similar to Ultima. It was like similar graphics. It was a fantasy style game. You would have like hobbits and giants as characters. And I enjoyed playing that game, and I actually finished the game back then. Maybe I should do a let's play on it. I'll see if I can find it on GOG.com, or whether I have to use a C64 emulator. And the twist at the end was that that fantasy world was actually Earth after Earth was destroyed by a nuclear war. So it was post-apocalyptic, and Earth turned into like this fantasy world, which is a little novel. I mean, it's a little, I don't know, it's very 80s, right? It's like post-apocalyptic. I mean, we still have lots of way too much post-apocalyptic stuff in games and movies and shows, but you know, that it actually, I was 11, 12 when I played that game, and for me it was quite a surprise, and I didn't expect that, because I guess I wasn't too much into culture yet or whatever, or hadn't seen that cliche often enough yet. And so I was thinking maybe it's that, but, and here's a spoiler, and I hope you don't mind a spoiler for a 24-year-old game. The very end of Ultima 9, and it had two endings, one that was actually in the game and one that was written but wasn't used. In that ending, I think there is a like a little innuendo at a Yes album cover. The citizens of Britain with Lord British run to Skara Brae, and there is like this protective shield over it, and then when Sosaria or Britannia is destroyed, they float through space on Skara Brae, which is just this little chunk of the planet with the town on it. Once again, it was inspired by that Yes album cover. And, you know, then what if that chunk of the planet hit Earth, an ancient Earth, and maybe Skara Brae? No, let's not go down that way. Maybe it was just that he liked the name just like I did, Garriott, and that is why he put it in there. Hello, Baron. What's your job? No job. So let's ask. Oh, not spirit. Room? Shrine? Mantra? Oh. Cool. I was just guessing. There was no clue, like no hint that he would know, but sometimes it just helps to talk to these characters and just keep asking for the same keywords. And who is this? Did we meet before in Radiant Ranger? Mitre. Reading the wizard's journal. So, what wizard? What journal? Tales of the White Stone. Ooh. Dungeon Hithloth. it is no longer in the dungeon Hytloth. It is gone. So the white stone used to be in Hytloth, which is a dungeon. And I do remember that you could get to Hytloth from the town of Britain or from the castle. At least you could in one other game. So maybe that's here as well, but I haven't found any other door, so who knows. And it will probably be locked anyway. Oh, I have to ask again. Stone. Will I recover it? Of course. Ask of the stone at the tap in Trinsic. So we have to go back to Trinsic and ask at the inn. Let me write this down. And by the way, I'm actually taking a huge sleep, and I'm moving on to the year 2009, because today my new tablet will arrive. I got myself a tablet because I was considering either getting myself a really cool looking notebook to take notes for these games, like something bound in like leather or artificial leather, or actually getting a tablet so I can look up stuff. I've got two screens while I play, and one of them I have the recording stuff on there, so I can monitor the recording, and on the other I have the game. So I don't want to like keep alt tabbing out and stopping the recording if I need to look something up. So the tablet will come in today with a pen, and I can't wait and set that up. I am Ambuli, so what's a job? I beg for about a single piece of gold. Well, I wish I would love to give him more, but if he wants one piece, maybe there's a reason for that. So let's give him one. Okay, let's give him some more. Give him 10. Thank thee. Nice. So one thing I want to do on our tablet is actually write down some prices. And I can cast Jinx, Kill, and Dew. Does thou know what these spells have in common? No. Guess. Oh. I bet it's a regent, right? So now I would page through the manual and figure out which of these have the same regent. Okay. I'll look that up. There's another beggar up there. A blind woman turns to you and says, "Welcome to the Herbs and Spice. I'm Sasha. Are you in need of regents?" Yes. She seems to have the same stuff that they always have. I will have to look up the ingredients for the blink spell at some point. I am running a little bit low on garlic. How many would you like? 9 GP. We can afford 3, so we're back at 10. Oh. Okay, I didn't pay. That's good. So let's try again. Yes. Garlic 3. 27 GP. So let's pay her 30 because that will raise one of our stats, one of our virtues. And now let's talk to this again. Let's ask for the shrine. Let's ask for the what was I asking? Mantra? Spirit. What did I ask before? This is so weird. Rune? Mantra. Om. Search for the rune of spirituality in the treasury chamber of Britannia. Well, we did already. By guessing, hast thou found the shrine? No. Enter the gate of full moons. Okay, so let's cheat a little bit and look at that table again. Because there are two... Right. Look at the line for Minnock, the row. It says 1 in brackets, Shrine of Spirituality. Just like the one with the black stone is in brackets, this one is as well. So we have to step through the Minnock Moongate at just the right time. So yeah. Very nice. Enter the gate at full moon. I'll have to write that down. And so with that said, I am gonna leave the town, And I said I would go to that. Okay. Sorry, I was hitting the wrong button. I want to go to Menok, Yellum. Okay, so from here, from Skara Brae, we can actually get to Menok if we take the third gate, and that's what we would like. That's what I would like to do. I am running a little bit late because usually I try to keep these episodes like half an hour, but let's do that. So let's step through the gate on the third phase and go to Menok. We've been there before. There's Julia, the tinker. We could add her to a group, but she said we have to level up some more. And I would like to finish this and go back to Britain before this episode is over. Because I want to go on a bigger adventure next time. Come on, where's the gate? There's like a whole nation of monsters waiting for me there, but they can't get to me unless they can get a boat, which would suck. Well, maybe I could take theirs then. So anyway, I don't know if you guys have heard about Rings of Medusa. 1, 2, 3. So here's the Menok gate, and I could try the whole thing about yeah, I'm getting poisoned here. Nice. Ah, that beautiful sound. Not annoying at all. Yeah, slow progress there. Okay, so we are poisoned. So let us rectify that. Next reason to spell cure. I think that was B and C, right? That's it. We've got 1 cure spell, so mix another 2. It's B and C. Mix another 1, B and C. Mix 1 more just for the sake of it. Yep. Press the wrong one. B and C. Now we've got 4 cure spells. So let us cast the cure spell. Let Maria do it. C. And use it on my main character. Let her cast again. C. Let her cast it on YOLO. And 1 more cast. Player Maria. Cast Cure on Dupre. Do I sound like I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons here? Player Maria. Cast Cure on YOLO. Okay, let me save the game. We're back in Menok, and here was this little thing that I couldn't quite find out. Gentis, job. City of Sacrifice. Let's see if I can type in. So needed virtue. Avatars strive to be virtuous. Dost thou strive for virtue? Yes, of course. Then perhaps thou shalt become an avatar. Well, thank you. I am trying, actually. So there was this thing, and I remember, I mean, I didn't find the rune here, and I was told there's this, there are these siblings here, and I only found one of them, I think. So what's up with Merida? I seek the wisdom of the shrine. So shrine. First I need the mantra. Did we find out the mantra yet? Let me look at my notes again. Sacrifice. No. No. The shrine is at the lake to the east. So why did she need the mantra to tell me the location? If I say I don't have the mantra and she tells me, never mind. I'm not gonna ask about that. So Julia is up there in that room with all the poison, where I can do some donations to beggars. Stand here and think. Oh, just about things? Can a man just think to himself? Yes. Well, I hope so. Yeah. I don't want to go in there really. Not. I can sneak through the poison stuff. Hello, Julia. Join me later. It's a poorhouse. I don't see any hints at hidden doors. I don't have much money to donate. Gimbal. So give 5. Yeah. So this is, oh, this is Jude. Job to redeem myself. Redeem. I will not speak of my sin. So let's ask about sin, right? Okay, so no luck with Jude. I'll carry on. Job. I hear many things. Things. Peasants. Here. What does thou wish to know? Rune? Shrine? Okay. Okay. So I hope I can get, yeah, I can get out of here again. And that is Julia, right? Yeah. Yeah. Care for the poor. Shrine. Oh, I know the shrine. Let's ask about the rune. Let's ask about the mantra. And I don't think she will join me, right? Let me ask her. Should I ask her? I will. No. I still need to level up. She's pretty much trying to tell me to get good. Or that I'm too much of a noob for her to join yet. But we'll get to that later. So what is this? Why is there this little path? I can't get through it. So let's talk to people at the inn. Stocky Ranger. Name. Mike Ward. Which is, again, trying to get a room. I've traveled far from Skara Bray. The rune of our city is missing. No idea of the rune. I do think, yes, it's spirituality. I found that. Yes. It's the key to the shrine of spirituality. Yeah, of course. Okay. So one more conversation. And talk to him. Meet a tinker at the table. Your interest. Name. Azure. Job. Carve roots. Carve runes for passage into the shrines. Does thou seek a rune? Yes. Which? Okay. I think it would be a bit too easy to ask her to carve the runes I'm missing. Spirituality? Oh, I can't type that in right. Runes. Which other one am I missing? Valor, I think. It's Valor. Nope. No, look. Okay, this seems to take longer than I expected, because I still have no idea where exactly I'm supposed to find the rune and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out of town real quick and then save the game and close this episode, and when next we meet, I'll continue searching here. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.